Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit. It's your boy, Sophisticated Jerk, and we got Stan in here.
What's
So
up?
what's good with you, Stan?
Not much, man. Just ready to start my weekend.
Damn, it's Monday, man, already? You looking for the weekend already?
All right, this is my weekend. No, this is my weekend.
Oh,
Today's
so
my
this your weekend?
yeah. I got a lot of housework to do. It's the holiday.
Oh. You gonna hit up any spots, man? You going to the grocery markets?
It's Halloween, so I play it low on Halloween.
Oh, you don't be out there, man? Oh yeah, by the way, shout out to all the females that look for Halloween to get in a slutty whatever. It's like a slutty clown, a slutty cowboy, slutty nun, so it's almost like they're waiting for Halloween to
Well,
project.
Halloween is that one time a year where you can actually be yourself that you hid for the rest of the year.
Oh, so you think it's like an outing, like it's a projection pretty much.
Yeah, then this is who you are. Go ahead. If you're a monster, you've been a monster all year. Go ahead, be yourself.
Halloween's just a representation. Nah, man, it's funny because like they got this downtown area where we live, so we walking around there, they've got the costumes out already, ass cheeks out. So I'm like, damn, like y'all just been waiting for Halloween.
You see, and imagine you put all that on and you still ain't get none.
You said they still go home lonely, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Not a zombie, a vampire, a succubus, a succubi. Like you still at home alone. Like imagine, and then you upset, but you've been this person all year.
No, that's facts. Yeah, they out there though, man. When is actually Halloween? Thursday, right?
Halloween is
The-
Thursday, then we have Day of the Dead for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
oh yeah, so they gonna be out, man. So wherever you at, man, they coming out in the costumes, man. And Stan said they got the look of desperation in their face.
Somebody talk to me.
Yeah, please, God damn it, I got all this stuff on. I done
You know
ordered
the
this
most,
costume.
you know the scariest ones I've seen? The sexy Freddy Krueger and Jason Myers. I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's taking it too far, man. I
There's
think you
nothing
need if
sexy.
you want to go sexy, man, you got to stop at like the nurse and the cop and all that. But when you start crossing over to like you said, Jason, Michael Myers, it's like, all right, that's
You
too
know what I'm
much.
saying? Got it in a skirt. And I'm like, oh no, no.
I think they're trying to get creative because I think they know now. It's like, hey, if I do the typical ones, man, like I'm probably gonna get called out. So let me try to do like a Michael Myers, get a little creative with the whole shit.
I still got you got Michael Myers' face or Jason's face. It takes a special man to find that sexually attractive. And you know what? More power to you. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. It's
Yeah,
just
that's crossing over to that weird territory. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's borderline lunacy and shit.
they got the high boot stocking. I mean the high boot heels and trying to like come here with that long fit. I'm like no, no, get away from me, Satan. No,
You said you don't want no parts of that, huh?
no. Oh, the sexy Chucky. I'm like, there's nothing sexy about Chucky. That's
You
a
ain't
kid
lying.
toy. Like no.
Nah, this is a pretty good topic. So yeah, moving into our first topic, with Halloween and all that, we got the first topic is about Draya Michele. So
Oh yeah.
recently, Draya Michele just gets defeated by her ex Tyrod Taylor in court. So more than likely, she's gonna be homeless. So what was you about to say, Stan?
I guess nobody can go over there for trick or treat, huh?
Yeah, nah, she out.
You
The
know the
courts was
saddest
like,
thing about this though? She dumped him to be with a 22-year-old, got pregnant by him,
that was
and
Jalen Green, right? The one
yes,
she got pregnant by.
and then thought that she could come back to that house.
Yeah, that's what. Because when I was reading it, I was like, okay, so she was with him a while ago,
Yes.
and then it's just like, so she was fighting to stay in his house, and she was like, well, he bought this for me and my kids, and so I was looking, I was like, does she got a kid with Tyrod Taylor? No kid with him. So I'm like, man, you just trying to bogart his place and stuff after you got like kids by multiple celebrities and shit. Yeah, I would have been like, look, man, I'm throwing you out. You got to get up out of here. But shout out to him for being a sucker though.
Brittany Renner, she said it best. She's like, if you want to get pregnant by athletes, because they're not the smartest things in the world. And
Damn,
it's
she said it like that.
in one of her car chronicles.
You said a car.
So those of you who don't know, I call if you're talking to us via your car and inside your car, I'm calling it the Car Chronicles, and I'm not believing anything you have to say because
Yeah,
sure
times is
enough,
rough.
yes, but you're inside your
Like, cause
car.
I understand. Like, I see a lot of dudes doing like stuff in the car. Cause it's like, man, we're coming from places, but yeah, you see a female that ain't got no job and she in a car. Yeah.
No, if a brother talked to me from his car, I'm like, you done cheating. Like, get away from me. You didn't give me no advice.
But just to give it some context, man. Okay, so her first baby's dad, I'll say, his name is Nico Howard. Well, he was jailed. Then the second dude was Orlando Scandrick. He was an NFL player. And then, like you said, the third baby dad, Jalen Green, he's the NBA player from.
I have 4.
Nah, she got 3.
Okay, got one that's 21, right? There was another one got that was another boy, and then she had a daughter, I think, the third time.
Yeah, with Jalen, maybe that's the one. But because that's what I was saying. I was looking at how many baby daddies she had. So that's why I was like, damn, does she got a kid with Tyrod Taylor to be trying to like stay in his house and stuff? That's what it's like, nah, he ain't got no kids and stuff. So I was like, that's crazy, man. So you just trying to like take over his spot.
Look, what's her name? Evelyn Nozato, right? Name wrong, right? But when she was with that basketball player for 10 years.
Antoine Walker.
And yeah.
AKA Mr. Lose It All.
No children. No children. And
yeah.
He played, he was a stepfather to her daughter, and when the money was gone, she was gone. I think I know, like, there's women like, you guys haven't got that money, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because no matter what level, there is a level of a Draya out there, no matter what your checking account or bank account is.
Yeah, no, facts. But I mean, it's just crazy because, I mean, they have a pattern established. So, it's just like dudes that's getting with them, that's like the third and fourth. It's just like, man, if them first 2, they ain't work out, and they were like guys that had money and, was able to like, take care of them at a certain level. It's just like, man, what makes you think like you're going to come in there and change that? That's clearly a person that is never happy, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's just crazy when you see this shit.
On our side, we have to take accountability on this one for men. We think our dick will move mountains and change lives and change their perspective, and it doesn't. And also, we think it's not going to happen to us like she did the other man, because she didn't love you. That's what we'll say to him. And it's my turn, and she loves me, and she's not going to treat me like you.
No, that's facts. Yeah, it's some ego shit, man, and it's just, yeah, because the Jalen Green, the basketball player, that ain't last long at all. And then, like you said, she got the baby. She damn near just had the baby and still trying to stay up in his crib. But for him to go that route without no kids or nothing, and got his money right and stuff, I'm like, damn, like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, she looked good and shit, but that mindset warped. So yeah, for them to keep doing this shit, man, it's crazy. But let me go ahead and play this video, man. We won't watch the whole thing, but we'll just check out the beginning part.
What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I want to talk about Draya Michele again. There was an update to her court battle with her ex, Tyrod Taylor. Apparently, she has suffered a big defeat in court because she is trying to say that she should be allowed to live in a home that, according to her, she paid Tyrod Taylor to live in. Because while they were together, they came up with this agreement. It was a verbal agreement, nothing written down. This is how unintelligent this is how unintelligent Draya can be in situations, because she has said some things that are really, it's crazy, but her actions, she really thought that a verbal agreement was going to be enforceable in court. Tyrod knew this, and he played along with it because at the time they were in a relationship.
You see the dude in the back, man? He's like, shit, I hope nobody think I'm with Draya. he in that picture like, don't do it.
I think he's hoping nobody see him with the woman that he's with now because she's looking like, are you gonna tell her? He's like, I'm trying to watch this game.
Yeah. My man looking lost over there. He like, shit. Told you I ain't want no damn floor seats and stuff.
And then you look at the other woman, right? She's just like looking at the other players, and I guess her man was like in the blue. And he's
This
like,
one right here.
yeah. He's like, man, when this is gonna be over with?
Yeah, he's like, man, if y'all don't get us off the Jumbotron, shit hot over here.
But last year, some weird things happened because one minute she's on vacation with Tyrod, next minute she's walking around with NBA player Jalen Green. I'm pretty sure that we've all seen the infamous photos of her walking around with this guy. So random because people believe that she was still in a relationship with Tyrod Taylor. I did, but apparently she had been, seeing Jalen, and she's still seeing him even after she done had the baby because she got pregnant, and apparently they are in a sort of relationship.
Real quick, man, like, what's your thoughts on like female like Draya and some of the, what was the other one we was looking at? Erica Mena, where we're going down the list. It's like, man, you can't trap one of these dudes. Like, you can't have longevity with none of them. Damn.
It's not about longevity. It's about investing.
What you mean by that?
Because you now have their heir, and you also have access to the money. It's better than marriage.
Do you think in their mind like they're thinking about like, man, this is gonna look terrible, man, if I'm like on guy 5 and 6,
but they're getting paid. It's about getting paid, and also they get rewarded because what you get on the basketball housewife shows, you get on another reality show, you get on whatever shows they got on Zeus Network, you get on whatever shows on VH1, BET. You get rewarded. You become a Fashion Nova, what do you call those people? Endorsement or endorser, or what do they call them?
Yeah, I forgot about the tell-all books too.
Yeah. So, yeah. You get and also you get free stuff because they go to awards. So yeah, it's an investment. So these anchor babies, and that's what I call it, anchor babies to wealth. I mean, that's what they are. They're wealth.
You said anchor babies to wealth?
Yeah, these are anchor babies. And this is again, there is a Draya that in whatever price bracket you are in your life, there's a Draya.
You said so, like lower tier ones. There's just some like flaws you can see. Might be a little chubby and shit.
No, meaning like she knows, like, hey, I know if I have this baby, right? This is your baby. You have access to your family. You might be the only son. I gave you 3. Them grandparents are gonna be happy. You just been replaced, sir. I mean, you only have one child, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But when you get them grandbabies, like you and your wife, y'all gonna have McDonald's monies for every day. Y'all gonna be like, it's gonna be a different thing because these are grandkids. And a lot of times when people have one children and then they get like blessed with a whole bunch of grandchildren, it's a blessing. You don't care how it happened. You just like, are you glad this grandbaby here? You got that here. Then you have the middle class one, right? Son is going around, running around free, not doing anything with his life. Your daughter-in-law is like, and that's what I'm calling, because like, guess what? Y'all have a kid together, I'll consider that's your husband and that's your wife. I don't care what anybody says. That's the law treat y'all. Am I wrong? That's how the law treat them, right? When it comes to child support and spousal support, it's like $3,000 a month. Y'all not even married. Y'all making that much money. So you look at that, you're going to get access to like a trust fund. You know something's going to happen.
Damn, they cashing out, huh?
You got this level, and then you got the other ones that's leave a higher up than that one, where they're paying you to be a stay-at-home mom to make sure you don't get pregnant again, and you spend all the focus on this child, and you live in your life. You don't need to get married. They're smart.
Mm.
The women are smart. The men, on the other hand, well, you got to make that money work, brother. Get out there and make that dollar.
This is out of all the guys, this is the only one I mean, he's dumb. So I'm not trying to like give him a pass, but I'm just like, man, at 22 or 23, whatever age he is, it's like, man, you're stuck with
Sir, how
a
many
thought.
have we talked about on this show? How many? Then we get Mr. Louisiana, who didn't do anything except for that porn star who said that she working him out. That dude got bigger titties than her. Like, what workout y'all was doing? And he's getting strippers pregnant. And then you got the other one who Future and Bow Wow's baby mama, he getting her pregnant. I mean, like, the younger they are, they just falling for it. And then
No, because I'm saying, man, just think, man, you're 23, man. He just got that big NBA contract. It's just like, man, you're attached to a high level thought, man. Like, so it's just like now you got to see these headlines play out. You got a kid with this, man. So yeah, guys got to
your
think.
life. But they
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
but that's a part of it. Like, I guess this is a life lesson. You know, all as guys, there's some point where you just got to take responsibility that you just didn't listen. And I think this is going to be one of those that later on in life he has to learn and do better, because it's nothing you can say, nothing you can do, because again, it's not just him. If you think about it, there's people that we see every day. Like, there was one friend of mine, actually it was two of them. They finished paying their last child support. They threw one of those little parties, child support barbecues or whatever. They don't know each other. One in California, the other one in New York, and they got some random chick at the parties pregnant. So now they back to paying child support.
So that clock start right all over, man.
Yes. And that's a thing, like, for us men, and only focus on the men. Like, ladies, like, you guys get enough stuff already. But you know, these men, they don't listen. They're gonna do it, and
They better get that vasectomy and stop playing, man.
oh no, don't give up your reproductive rights. I can't do it. I ain't getting my reproductive rights.
You said my body, my choice.
Yes. I know the women, they be trying to get us to do it. I'm like, no.
Nah, man, that's the only safe. I get you on a little bit, but I'm like, man, I love power in my own hands, man. Granted, I mean, you can still use a condom, but even if something happens, is damn that.
But why cut off your whole nuts if you already been responsible?
You know, man, you making it sound like we in medieval times and shit.
I ain't trying to be no eunuch. I'm like, I ain't trying to be no eunuch for who?
Yeah, you think we still in crusades and shit?
I know, but still, like, why all of a sudden I do my responsibility? I'm taking on the child if I know it. I picked you as best I can. I chose to sleep with you. I don't go around sleeping with every woman I see. I'm picky, right? I put on condom. Although some women don't believe, like, there's this belief that if you wear a condom and it's sex, it's not sex. And I'm just like, it's sex, ladies. I don't care what y'all say, because I'm not going nobody raw after we did so many stories on herpes and syphilis and gonorrhea on this network. I don't trust none of y'all like that.
Who be saying that if you wear a condom, it ain't considered sex? You be messing with it. What's some of them Skid Row chicks?
No, just want to ladies consider like it's not real sex. So they go around and they cheat. Like, we didn't have sex. You put on the condom, so I went ahead and slept with somebody else. It's a thought.
That's crazy. God.
So, right? I know it's sex, but the overall thought process is like, hey, we slept with a condom and it's not a real relationship. I'm sorry. All these stories about herpes and everybody catching stuff and flare-ups that's happening after you start your new relationship because of a brand new body, your body got to build antibodies. No, thank you. Wearing a condom. But I'm not going to sit down and cut my balls to have sex with random people day in, day out. You still going to catch something. Not gonna catch a baby.
I'm not even talking about the catching stuff, because I'm with you. It's like, man, you be picky, but it's just like, man, if anything happens, you ain't gotta worry about like being attached to nobody. Man, damn that. Like,
but no, if you pick her, you know that's a chance you might be attached, and you're okay with it. However, I'm not cutting my nuts for nobody.
Stop playing, Stan. You gonna that baby gonna pop up. You like, fuck.
I'll
I
be
should have got that.
75. The baby is here. What's up? Now go ahead and take over the world.
All right, let me get back to this video. Let me see what they.
I think that she thought that she could just break up with Tyrod and she'd still be able to get that house. But the court has said no up until this point. She's not going to win this. Tyrod Taylor played her. He did.
Hold up.
But you
hold up,
embarrassed
wait,
Tyrod
wait.
Taylor.
Stop. He didn't play her. She played herself.
She played herself, but she played him also. For
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because it's
She
like
got
at the
the
end of the day, man, you had to spend bread to go to court to get her out of your own establishment. So man, maybe you didn't like lose your house, but still, man, there's a fee attached to that. So yeah, that's what he still lost.
Yeah, but like he's not. But she's not a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah, and hell no, no.
like you bring in the child from your new boyfriend in my house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. She's a terrible person, man. Like the even like fight in this scenario for a situation like this, like man, you got to be just cold blooded, where you have a level of entitlement where you're just like, hey, I should still be able to stay in your house, even though I had a whole nother situation, had a kid in that one that blew up, but I should have your shit. You know,
Like,
you run a
why she
whole
can't?
level of like entitlement and delusion shit.
Like, why couldn't she stay with that guy's house?
Oh, I think he bounced her out too. But that's what I'm saying. Like she
Oh my god.
pattern crazy, man.
What? So okay, she's not a victim, but also can she not see that she's the problem?
That's what I'm saying. Cause she's getting up there. I know she's like mid-30s. So it's like by now, it's like, man,
She was 40
that's
something.
probably what the desperation is right now, where she's like trying to stay in there. Cause yeah, typically it's like if you feel like you got options and stuff, you'd be like, you know what, I'm bouncing and you have money. But for her to like be fighting in this scenario, yeah, time's gotta be getting rough.
She already did it for 22 years, right? Or 24 years she did that.
Yeah, but it was like when we were talking about her friend, what was her, Kayla Nicole, the one that was like, oh, I ain't doing no 50-50. It's like you were saying in that video, you're like, man, damn, y'all don't put no money to the side. Like y'all just be sitting here overspending and you ain't got like a stash away fund. Yeah, it's just they so short-sighted. I guess they think like this ride is gonna continue on for forever.
Well, there's men that's gonna pay for it, right?
Yeah, but it's like, man, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be always a simple-minded dude that's gonna come in there. But it's like eventually, like the runway is gonna get shorter because it's like, man, people are gonna learn and they're gonna be like, man, I ain't trying to be seen with her.
Are they
So
really learn? Are they really going to learn? I have to challenge you on that because it's like, if this is your first child, how do you pick a woman that already been a mother to several people already? And it seems like they're in rotation in Hollywood. It's like it's a rotation. I'm seeing Black women and Latin women are being rotated in and out. I have not seen a white woman being rotated in this.
nah, they be shoot. Don't sleep on the white ones. They out there too.
I guess they stay in the marriages. They're not trying to get rotated. I don't know what's going on for them, but I'm noticing, maybe next time we see her, she's with a rapper. Or next time we see her with Yo. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
No, I get you on that. Yeah, she definitely gonna have to drop like hella tears. Like my man gonna have a mixtape out on that piff. Like,
is she gonna do a Sierra prayer and settle down?
man, I think it's a wrap for. I think a few of them, man, they just so entitled. Like I said, man, there's something wrong up there where they're so entitled that, man, they can't just be a little nice. Because that's what I'm saying. It's just like almost you got a lot of opportunities. So the fact that you just can't be like pleasant to be around at this point is crazy. So yeah, nah, that's why I think they won't be able to settle down because I think they're just gonna be, burn out, and anybody around them they just can't change. It's almost like what's the one that was with Kanye with the bald head and shit?
Oh, I know you're talking about
Amber Rose. Yeah, I think they're her, the other one, Kayla Nicole, and damn, there's one more, but yeah, they all got the.
It's some Evelyn Lozado.
Yeah, her and Erica Mina. It's just like, man, they got something in them where they just too toxic, where they just can't. they can't do the basics. You know,
What could it be?
that's
Then
just the reality.
we got to put the blame on men then.
Oh yeah, no, this is all, man. Because anytime you see something like this, you should be like, man, you should be curving them, you know, especially if you have options. So, like you said, it's just weird, man. Because it's like these guys, man. I mean, even though they made it to this tier, they don't have like really any confidence in no game, because it's just almost like they reach for comfort and ease. So instead of going out there like, man, let me go find a chick that got her stuff together, it's almost like, oh shit, there's Draya. She's in the industry. Let me just grab her and stuff. Hopefully she's to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know there was like this. I know on the younger level, right? There's like a woman. She's in her 20s, and she already gone through 4 quarterbacks in 2 years. But I'm just looking like, man, all of you guys are dating the same person. Like, there's not a woman just as beautiful or even more beautiful in your own town that you can talk to.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they just hit the panic button. They scared to go talk to people and stuff. So they just latch on to people probably at the parties and stuff. And you know, the females like Dre and them, they probably targeted people. So you know, that's they probably pull it up on them like, come on,
Yeah,
stupid.
she did target that 20-year-old because her thing was like, oh, we're just friends, and I'm just
yeah, she got him.
Ropes. She's gonna show the ropes. So,
but let me see what else they saying, because
you went from being in a relationship with him to you walking around with this 22-year-old basketball player. Not only that, you get pregnant by him and have his child. You think that Tyrod forgot about that? How that made him look? You're a 39-year-old woman.
Damn,
now, let me say this about Draya. Draya is an industry veteran. When you see the term groupie, Draya Michele's face comes up, because there is no one who has been more who is the face of groupieism than her. I mean, look at the stuff that's coming out about her and Diddy.
Look at Tyrod.
And some of the photos and videos, things of her partying over there, you know. And some of the stuff we've heard that she did, right, with Diddy. She was in those circles, just the face of groupieism. People say it's Amber Rose. No, I say as because Dre has been doing it longer, I believe, than Amber Rose has, because Amber Rose went from relationship to relationship in the music industry for the most part. Draya just gets with anybody that's famous, and you see it now with her and Jalen Green. Now all of a sudden they're a couple or whatever, they're co-parenting. But I truly feel like she did not do her due diligence, and that's on her. And that's why she's losing in court, and she won't be able to get that house. She embarrassed Tyrod. So there's no way because Tyrod could let her get the house, but he's not going to, because you probably lied to him. You probably tried to manipulate him, and you thought you were smarter than him. You just break up with him and get with Jalen Green and be able to keep the house.
Yeah, we got the gist of that. That's just grimy, man.
Okay.
So you think she's gonna eventually end up homeless, man, like they said? Or you just think some guy's gonna bail her out?
Some guy's gonna bail her out.
Damn, that's sad.
No, because men, we have no morals. We don't have any morals. We have no standards. We have no problem going in after the next man, literally. Like literally going after the next man. And just none. Just none.
Yes. But yeah, speaking of homeless, we can go ahead and jump into the next topic. Because recently Corey Holcomb
did the prophet.
Yep, hell yeah. You know, he did an interview with who was that? Cam
Newton.
Yeah, with Cam Newton on dating women in poverty. So there was a clip floating around, and it is kind of hilarious. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that. You know, we'll break it down after we watch the clip. because he was getting some pushback, right? Some female was like, "Oh, he's."
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Then you look at Draya, really? He ain't say nothing wrong. We got proof every day.
Give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up right now. But yeah, this was hilarious. But all right. Let me make sure the volume.
Women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some
Hold up. God damn.
some outlet Jordans.
Like Gucci.
Yeah.
Outlet Jordan thing.
How you speak of women, right? Where you want control. Is there ever
I want control that is taken by force? I want control because I'm the one who is the leader of the pack, naturally.
So could you see yourself in a situation where a woman makes as much as you or more than you?
I like women who make money, just I can't do nothing with you other than sleep with you. If you could take care of yourself, you're going to think you could talk to me. I don't like you talking to me a lot. I know you got your own money and all like that. So if you want to, we can hook up, hang out, do that for a minute. But I'm saying girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Yeah, but do you see how that comes off as?
No. How does it come off? It's this. Look, we're exchanging services.
Okay, but that's not prostitution.
It's all prostitution. What's not prostitution? The only woman who not prostituting, not a woman that's married to their husband. Everything else you owe.
Wow.
What's your thoughts on that, man? Are you want to jump into the female version, the pushback, and then we break it down?
Okay, let's do
it. Let's pull that one up. So I'm about to pull up the clip with the female kind of giving him some smoke based on his stance on everything. Then we'll go ahead and break it all down. Sorry.
Women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some
Hold up. God damn.
some outlet Jordans.
Outlet Gucci.
Yeah.
So, as if we needed to hear any more from this man, right? I just believe that this needs to be studied and written down because some women can be so delusional about their position in a man's life. And he just sat up there and said that he likes to pick a Section 8 type chick so that he can control her because she doesn't have the means to really say no. So he can really get what he wants, right? That is the sickest, most disturbing thing. Actually, it's not the most disturbing thing that he said, but it's just disturbing and unnatural and ridiculous to me.
Women in
I say cap.
Me too.
Cap so many times because how many times have we seen women ask for cash apps? And then you ask for cash apps for everything. You want men to pay for the babysitter. You just met him. You want men to pay for your bills. it's a whole bunch of things. You want them to make six figures, went from 100,000, which if we actually did the math is only probably 75,000, and now we at 250. Um, a lot of people right now haven't been paying rent or their mortgage and sleeping in parking lots. What are we talking about, ladies? What I mean, in all seriousness, like what are we talking about? Y'all want to be, y'all want to be sugar daddies, and this is not personal attacks. This is not what I feel. This is stories we covered so many times. He's saying it differently. Then like you don't want to receive it, but like yo, we just like Drea thinks she could have a $3 million house because he's supposed to give it to her. Again, so many different tiers of women. Yeah, he said what he said and he meant it. What it looks like when you guys want to get flew out. What it looks like when you guys go to a basketball game and the basketball player want to meet you after after the game and you go. It's like what he said is the truth. I don't know what else I can. What else you guys want us to say? Because you guys are going to do it. I'm not going to say anything because it worked for him and he applied it and he used it. Cam Newton, I'm like, bro, I gotta call you on Cap 2 because your first baby mama was a stripper and you gave her 5 kids.
Mm.
What are you talking about? Trying to sound smart.
It's
And
probably
then
because he got that smoke when he had that interview with what's her name that had all them kids and stuff. What's good, M3? We talk about the Corey
what's up?
clip.
Oh, Corey Holcomb?
Yeah, where he's
Yes,
talking about he likes poverty women.
women in poverty, they got that's what because they have ends will be met.
Sure. I guess though, but I'm kind of like anti like broke man, like when it comes like to broke people. So that's interesting to hear like a guy who's rich like Corey Holcomb's caliber that wants like a broke chick or admires one.
But you know what?
But
He never shied from this because he's been on several shows. I remember one time he said the budget is like 200. So what you gonna do for this 200?
Oh,
There's so many women allegedly, right? I'm just gonna say allegedly, but he was on another show. And he talked about it, and it's like even when you listen to his show, he talks about that stuff. It's like, yo, there's women that would do it. And the thing about it, well, I mentioned M3 was that like, yo, when you see women put their cash app up, women wants to do like oh, go on our DM us and say like, hey, can you check out my OnlyFans and it's free for tonight? Like, no, like everything is transactional. You guys have made everything transactional. Like, this is
real
why.
quick, let me play this clip for M3 because it's
Okay.
the female version. Well, so they play a little bit what he said, but she gives some pushback to it. So let me play it for you real quick.
wait, SJ, before you play it, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure like you guys don't hear no echo from my end.
No,
'Cause I'm
no,
having
Nah,
a-
you good. You good. You coming in clear.
Okay, shouts to Matt. All right.
I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some hold up, god damn. Some outlet Jordans. Outlet Gucci. Yeah.
So, as if we needed to hear any more from this man, right? I just believe that this needs to be studied and written down because some women can be so delusional about their position in a man's life. And he just sat up there and said that he likes to pick a Section 8 type chick so that he can control her because she doesn't have the means to really say no. So he can really get what he wants, right? That is the sickest, most disturbing thing. Actually, it's not the most disturbing thing that he said, but it's just disturbing and unnatural and ridiculous to me.
Women.
You know what? She's very disrespectful to people with Section 8. There's women out here that's still doing this stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But you know what's so hypocritical what she said? Because man, you know, like with M3, I like what he said when he came on. He's like, man, you know, we all advocate. We like, man, work with your guy. We like women with money. And we get the most pushback from women. Like, oh, I ain't about to be no roommate. That's some broke shit. So it's almost like this is what, you know, what Corey said. And I think it's just because he admitted that's what they hate about it. But it's like, this is how they market themselves. A lot of them, they're like, look, I want the guy to pay for everything. I will be nice. Or they be like, what they say, like, I will submit if he pays for everything. So that's pretty much you're saying the same thing. He just said it a little more harsh and blunt. But it's just like, man, that's what they marketed. So it's just like with her, it's just like, you can't really be mad at him. You need to be mad at the females that market themselves like that. Because it's like when just on Saturday, me and M3 was over there covering Yada, the world's greatest trick. And even in the suits, even in the chats, you know, they were like, nah, we go with Yada because he's pretty much was like, hey, you need to pay for everything. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, you can't be mad when you market yourself like this. And this is your whole stance in life. Like, look, you got to pay for everything. So that guy's like, hey, look, I'm gonna target your broke ass. I'm gonna control you. So this is the trade-off to that. Go ahead, Andrew.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm glad you brought that up because, yeah, actually, I did get triggered right after reading the comments, after listening to like everyone like just unjustly like side with Yada instead of like looking into the reason of logic because. I feel like Anton genuinely was trying to educate and help the audience to see a bigger, realistic point of view. And Yada was just more of like just pandering and just collecting anything that he could just collect just so he could probably make a paycheck, just so he could pander to certain type of women. So when I started seeing like kind of like how our women were just more leaning into someone that's more agreeable as to someone that is trying to help by spread the truth to it. Well, not the truth, but the reality of certain things from Anton's perspective. That's where I was just like, I think that's why, like, you know, all like the curse words like came out of my mouth.
Yeah, you was hot. You was like,
yeah, I went a little overboard. So you know, that's my bad for that one. I'm gonna take some anger management courses and you know, try to refrain from
no, shout out to you, man. Apologize and taking accountability. But nah, man, it sometimes, man, it just this stuff does that's why I took a break for a little bit. I was like, you know what, man, am I like wrong for pitching like working with each other?
No,
like am I off base and shit? I'm getting all this pushback. I'm like, man, what's wrong with people?
You guys are wrong. Remember, last week we covered 50-50, right? With Crimson Cure, and they looked at people from other countries. It's equity. You build equity into the relationship, right? These women that Corey's talking about, they don't want a relationship. They want something.
So you saying pretty much they're kind of just materialistic. It's like, hey.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, low key, it's just like, man, and that's where like I don't think a lot of women like step back and listen how they sound when they say a lot of this stuff like, oh, you got to pay me. It's like, man, you're putting a price tag on the box. Like, man, whether you like it or not. So he's calling it out as it is. And more guys are doing that. Like, hey, man, if you're saying like you require money for you, then, I mean, that's pretty much what you're saying. So yeah. I don't think they like listen to themselves how they kind of sound sometimes.
Yeah. I want you to say something real quick. I'm going to try to make it short because I don't want to be long-winded with this one. But, you know, even when we want like, you know, women that's like in our caliber, someone that's a go-getter, someone that makes money. And like I said, like, I mean, money is not the major factor. It's just the drive of it. But if you ever really think about this carefully, I know like when he mentioned about broke chicks or whatever, and it's easier to try to get with these broke chicks because they'll do anything that's far lesser. It's the same equivalent. Because you mentioned about marketing, the way how you market yourself. The only difference is that, like, okay, a woman who does have her own money, does have her own career, she's still going to have that type of mindset of like, okay, you need to have a certain type of financial caliber, right, to be with me. But now it's like the price has been set higher. And I think a lot of guys doesn't really look at that because, you know, you see a woman that got her own or whatever, you're not going to really ridicule her as being a broke chick. You're not going to ridicule her as someone that's lesser. You're going to pretty much give her the praise of someone that's like maybe equal or like up into like your status. But they still require the same things. It's just that they're going to ask for a lot more based off of their own financial calibers or looks or however you want to look at it.
So basically, what you're saying is she's gonna still take all my money and she's still keeping hers, and we're not even married.
Right, but you're gonna be paying more. That's all.
Nah, because it's definitely those with that mindset. Because I mean, we hear it all the time, so we can't play dumb and act like that's not what a lot of them are saying. So I think it's like three tiers, 3 different groups. So there's the women that will actually, even if they make money, they're willing to work with you. But I think that's rare. You know what I'm saying? And that's how me and my wife do stuff. But then it's that group that you're talking about, M3, like, even though that they make money, they're still looking at you like pay for everything. And I just get to spend my money on like luxury stuff. And maybe every once in a while I'll buy you some socks just to act like I like you.
Yeah.
Then
And
you got the broke chick that you got to pay for everything. And she just absolutely brings nothing. But she'll make you a sandwich and she'll put some a load of laundry in there and empty the dishwasher. And you think it's the most brilliant shit that somebody ever done. So yeah, that's the 3 different groups. I think
number 4 is the one that calls you like, "Hey, big head, I need a meal."
You said the foodie chick, the foodie call.
Now they call them the feeding. Like they call it no more. They call it, "Did you feed somebody today?" Like they call it the feeding. Or they want you to pay a bill. So it's just quick.
We probably got to do a deep dive on this because I think I agree. There's four groups now. Go ahead, M3.
No, I said like, you want to be careful by going too low, right? Of the financial.
Yeah, I can't do broke.
Around with a desperate one. That's the one that's going to, especially if you don't like you for who you are, anyways. Those are the ones that's going to be like, hey, I need this bill to be paid, or passively they're going to be like, oh, woe is me. I need to find some money real quick. Otherwise, my light bill's going to get cut off again for the 4th time. So those are major red flags that you don't even want to entertain. Get yourself around an average medium, where someone is hardworking. They got a little bit of their own, but not as much as where they're going to set a high price for you to actually, clap the cheeks or whatever you want to do with them.
M3, you're talking about someone that want equity. We ain't talking about people who want equity. These are people, they want a free ride. They want to be your equal, and you working for them. These are straight up cats, like literally cats you have in your house that they see you come home, they're like, "Oh, you back?" And then, "Where's my food?" You know what I'm saying? They're like actual cats. They like.
Man, shout out to the guys that can do it, man, because I can't, man. I'm like, man, you got to have a genuine like for me, man. You got to be willing. That's why I was like, man, I took a tough stance. I'm like, man, you got to contribute. If you willing to do that, then I think you good. If not, man, I wouldn't even. Because the broke chick is gonna be the one. She's gonna come in there, either have a baby. She gonna be on some Draya Michele shit, where either you knock her up or say like the dudes that married him, and she's just gonna take half. She's eventually is gonna end, and they're dangerous, man. And then the other groups, they're gonna still do the same thing. They're gonna still try to take half, but the blow won't be that bad legally because it's like they do work and make some money. But yeah, that broke one ain't got no job. Man, good luck. You might as well.
The lady who responded back and said it needs to be a case study. I'm like, yo, it's not the case studies on the men. You gotta look at the case studies on the women. Like, there's opportunities out here for you to make your money. You have money. But what's going on that you need more money? What are you doing with your own money? Like, what's going on that you feel entitled your existence that we have to pay for? We don't know you. Right?
Well, it seemed like a lot of people was clapping back at her. I think her name is Empress, but Swiper the Fox, the top one. She was like, "Don't blame him. Blame women for placing value over their self-worth." Then the second lady, she was like, "Hey, he said what he said, and unfortunately, that is a lot of women's reality in today's society."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, this one's talking about every predator has a target. I mean, that's
I agree.
that's why I can't stand sometimes. It's like,
Okay, and let's talk about the different type of predators. We have the predators that be on TikTok, and she be crying about, I don't know where I'm going to stay. If you guys could cash at me.
but I'm saying if you're, because I think when people throw out terms like that, first of all, like if he's going to somebody and they accept that, that's consensual and stuff.
Yeah, and they
What
know
he's talking about. But I'm just saying, this is almost like if you have to say he's predatory, then the person that's like using people for money, they're predatory too. You know, because they don't want to accept that stuff. So yeah, it's both predatory behaviors. But that's why I say, man, you should be trying to work with somebody. You can't sit there and because somebody wants a benefit and you want a benefit, it's almost like they want you not to have the benefit back. So that's what he's saying. He's like, hell no, this is.
Question, guys. The woman who's doing the commentary, is she married? Do you know if she's married or she's single?
Nah, I have no clue.
No, she probably single. You gonna holler at her?
No. That's the point I'm making, right? Usually, like the ones who's doing the commentary, right? They know for a fact that if Corey, someone as rich as him, came to her and offered something, right, that she would not refuse, she will do the same thing, and she will keep her mouth shut. But it's easy for people to talk, right, unless they actually had that type of lavish experience with Corey Holcomb for like maybe, like 15 minutes, before he just dips off.
So you said she hating. That's really what it is, huh?
Yeah, everybody's gonna. Well, it's more of like you trying to be self-righteous. Every woman is always going to try to prove. No, I'm not going to get into these stories though, but just take it from experience. Every woman will always try to tell me that they are the anomaly, they are the different one, the special one, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I have to listen to that BS, right, without being like, okay, whatever, right? But I'm just like, okay, bless your little heart, right? You think you're the one, but I feel like most of them are the same, just like most of us could be the same, like in their eyes. But I don't think I ever hear men talk about like trying to prove their worth as them being the anomaly. It's just by actions of what we show, but by them, it's usually words.
Yeah, I think say like if her message was like, hey, what he's saying is wrong, but ladies, you shouldn't be like, requiring somebody to pay a certain amount for you. And this is what happens. See, if she told the story complete like that, then it's like, okay, man, that's solid because she's addressing like the female behavior that's kind of like predatory, like I was saying. And then it's like, hey, a man targeting you for this, you shouldn't do that. You should be willing to work with your man. So, I mean, but for her to, come at him one-sided and not address like not acknowledge like the female like way of thinking and stuff, that's why I'm saying that's where you can see like people don't want to generally want, stuff to be right.
There's another perspective, right? Which I'm proud of. Charisma Cure, DD, and there's another one, another lady, name starts with D as well. Denitra. They talked about this, right? Like, as a woman, they had to make choices like, yo, I need to stay within my means so I don't fall into this.
Okay.
It's a responsibility. You don't want to live beyond your means so that you do meet a Corey Holcomb or a Shaq or whatever. But just be honest here, like you did benefit from getting flew out or going to a brunch in Hollywood Hills while he got an award or going to BET Awards. There's a benefit. Like you got what you wanted and you got a chance to go on a trip or whatever. And you got what you wanted. Like you made a deal with the devil and you have to pay it up. I don't understand. Like all of a sudden you're upset. But yet when we go to your pages on Facebook, on Instagram and TikTok, we always have to cash app you and pay you because you exist. And then you give us a story about how you need something for rent. Like everybody got to pay rent. Like all of a sudden it's the first for you and it's our emergency. No, it's not. No.
Yeah, they definitely got to switch up that mindset. But all right, man, I got one more topic I wanted to jump into. What's up, Wally? And so recently Dwayne Wade, you know, they revealed his statue down there in Miami.
Oh,
And I wanted to pull that up. It's the world's ugliest statue that I ever seen. So let me find
Do we
it.
have to talk about the statue? Do we have to?
Yep, this y'all guy down here. You a Heats fan, Wally?
Of course. But that statue though.
It was that bad.
I mean, if you base it off of what they were, focusing on, I mean, did they hit it? Yeah, but as far as his facial features, hell no. It was horrible.
But all right, let me go ahead and play the video. That I think this was the worst one I ever seen, man. My man, they had the statue looking like a Walking Dead zombie and stuff.
All right, let's count it down.
They could have chose any picture of him, any version of him. They chose that.
This was bad. They did him dirty.
They did that.
what's that?
They really didn't have to
That's
choose that.
Eddles?
Yeah.
That's not him.
Hey, they said the statue looked like Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay, Frozen, like straight up Frozen in Star Wars. In Star Wars, and they got Frozen.
Hey, if I was a Miami player, I'll be like, look, I need a trade right now. If this is how y'all do D Wade, he got y'all a ring. I'm leaving now.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's wrong, man. And they said this is like stuck now. Like they can't even change it out, right? I'd be like, man, chop his head off or something.
Oh, that's messed up.
You know, somebody.
No, I would have forget that. Just burn the whole thing and redo it.
Yeah, I'd be like, man, put my shoes in like a basketball goal. Like, take this down. I'll demand it. I'll be like,
my thing is, how did they even allow that to go like so far, and who approved it? The whole entire team needed to be fired.
yeah, they were like, fuck it, we're close enough. I think once they got to the body, they were like, hey, man, we can't go back. The head came out. They're like, hey, let's roll with it. But I mean, he handled it good. He was still excited. But let me play this.
Like, what the hell is this?
I know he's examining every single thing about it.
I don't know if he's trying to hold us laughter or embarrassment.
Let me go to where he's talking.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Y'all look at this. Y'all got videos, photos. This is crazy.
It's crazy, all right. It's crazy how they get everything else right with your head.
I didn't really prepare a lot for this moment, actually. I got a book up here. There's only a few things in here. And I wanted to feel this. You know, life goes by so fast.
Yeah, he's a professional. I'll stop it there. Because I would have been on that podium like, who the fuck made this? Who approved this shit? I'm Dwayne Wade. I would have turned into like Denzel in Training Day. Yeah. Like, how dare y'all? I would have been cussing them out. I would have left.
You know, this is a very important this is a very important lesson for all of us. A lot of times we have to be honest and hire black artists to do stuff of us. Because I don't know who that thing is that's on that statue. I don't know if that's a golem
Yeah.
or a gargoyle, but that's not him.
Well, let me just say this: like, I wish that they could have like added some detail to his facial features, where like if you was gonna make him look like a black Buddha, at least add like like the beard line into it, right? So it
Yeah,
could.
there you go.
Oh no,
Yeah, something.
what they copied, they didn't copy. No, that version of D Wade that they copied, he didn't have no beard at that time.
I mean, well, they
look, man, hire black people. They gotta hire black people.
Okay, you know, like the Japanese like anime shows where like the few.
Oh, I know what you talking about, but I'm just saying like because when you mentioned the beard, like he don't have a beard at that time. What they
no, I get it, right? That makes sense though, but
they definitely could have been a little bit more skeptical on detail.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, it's just too much like 3D technology and shit nowadays. Like, because you think about it, even a Rocky statue, man, was like more accurate than that. And that was like in the 70s and 80s and shit. It's like, man, this is what, I would have been upset. I was
like
what
if
the
it
heck?
was like on a budget or probably someone just
Pro. No, they got some money. They screwed up.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Let it be time when LeBron retires. Let's see what LeBron shit look like.
LeBron better hire somebody black.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
That
I'll be surprised.
They let somebody non-black to do Martin Luther King statue in DC. Look at that mess. That was a mess. Like, what is that? Like, stop hiring. This whole thing, we all the world, blah, 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 kill it. No, there's black artists nowadays in the year 2024. Hire some black artists, let them do these monuments. Because they made his jawline look like he's like either the Mask or freaking Pac-Man. What is that? Mouth all open, jaw like.
So, Stan, let me ask you a question. Say we found out that the person that made that statue was black.
What kind of black is he? Because obviously. I got to ask what kind of black.
Stan said, is he light-skinned?
Because I'm like, dude, you got him looking like a freaking cartoon. I don't even know what that is. That ain't Dwayne.
Let's just be safe to say that statue was made overseas, right? I'm not going to say in any specific country that is usually well known in America, but we're just going to say there's a tag somewhere that is not made in the United States. That's all I'm just going to say.
I'm not
just saying that either because they be very scriptic overseas on statues. So I'm not gonna say that neither.
That's true. That's true.
Whoever did this, they just fucked it up. Period.
That must have been his wife. I ain't gonna say no more. They pick it. How dare he get in the spotlight?
Shit.
But all right, we'll go ahead, man. We'll start closing it down. But let's go ahead and do our outro. So I'll go ahead. I'll toss it to you first, Dan.
Ladies, stop staying in your man's house and you ain't save no money, and then trying to buy the house and trying to steal it in court. Stop it. Just stop it. Number 2, ladies, you guys have made dating transactional, and look where we're at now. There's men targeting you, and they already know that you're not there because not there for love. And guess what? Don't forget to massage the bunions. And that's that. You guys made it transactional. And Dwayne Wade, bruh. I need all of you NBA players, since y'all don't listen to us or listen to anybody about dating, whatever. When somebody makes a statue of you, hire black people. Hire some black artists. they know that you black.
At this time, he was better off with a paint job.
I agree with you, Wally.
Mural.
He's better off with a paint job. Get a mural.
He looked like the Mask. That looked like the Mask that's up there. Like he about to eat people. Like this Kirby. Come on. What is that? Just stop.
I'm telling you, he was better off with a mural.
Or just have his daughter like draw like a picture of him. That would have been more.
Yeah, stick figure with a. Yeah. So M3 with your outro parting words.
Well, I'll just say better late than never. But as far as like this whole transaction between men and women, like I just wish that like everything could be like in fair play. But again, broke people, right? You know, I feel like as a man, you can't really win. You can't really win with the women that has a little bit more than you, and then you can't win with the ones that's more broke than you. So you got to find someone that you're equally yoked with, that's not asking too much, but at the same time, that's also going to be willing to stand by your side. Get someone that like you for you. And again, as far as with the D Wade statue, yeah, I mean, God, I hope it wasn't a black person who made it, but I doubt it was. But look, the United States need to get together and stop trying to cut corners. I felt like that's what it was, one of those things. Like you were just trying. You was on a budget. You was cutting corners, and that was the result of your labor. So everybody need to get fired and lose their job and get into poverty with the broke women as well too. So that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, Wally, I know you came in on a D-Wave, so if you would touch up on that. Let me ask you a question for your outro, Wally. Do you think they should just tear that shit down?
Personally, yes. I think they could do that so much better. Literally, I believe they can do that so much better. But one thing I will say, I know I was late to the video, but just listening just a little bit to what y'all are saying, because I'm guessing this is more so transactional. But at the same hands, this was more so, just looking at it for the simplicity of, I want to say this, just in the spotlight of just, living in someone else's home. I mean, look, I say it like this. We all know how this is, man. We all know how this is. You never give away your assets. Yes, we do. You never give away your assets to someone that got something to gain over you. And let's be honest, women always got something to gain over men. And why? Because the society don't make it fair and equal balance. Period. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the damn day, you gotta literally, if you're gonna be dealing with someone on fair balance, you better find someone that's willing to deal with you. Because you already know when you get with mess and attitude, especially with you know who, you know you ain't winning that. You know you ain't winning that race. You know you ain't winning that race. You getting chokehold.
Facts. Yeah, my outro, I would just say, man, men, stop messing with these broke chicks. I stopped messing with broke girls in like 1998. My life got a lot better. No. Skin started glowing. Hair started getting all started glowing too. So it's like, man, leave these broke chicks alone, man. Hey, ain't nothing good come out of it. I like what M3 said. Get somebody that's equally yoked, preferably a little bit more money than you, because they spend a little bit more. But yeah, stay away from these broke ones. Don't let them take over your house and stuff. And women, if y'all market yourself that way as transactional, you can't be mad when somebody flips it on you on the opposite end and call them predatory, because at the end of the day, you're predatory too if you're targeting dudes for their money. So I'll just say that. But all right, y'all, we out of here. Peace.
Wait, what about Dwayne Wade? What about Dwayne Wade?
Oh, tear that shit down. tear that shit down, man. Like y'all said, Meryl, Peyton.
Ladies and gentlemen,
y'all gotta do better. I don't know if y'all could cut the head off a statue and read something, but yeah, that's gotta go.
Real quick, I found the artist.
Who's the artist?
It's a light-skinned brother.
Oh.
Again, I said it. What kind of black is he? What kind
you serious?
Look.
I found the name too. I found the name. I can
What's his name?
Hold on, let me.
Do they got a picture?
Let me put in the back chat for you.
Yeah, put that. I'll pull it up real quick.
It is a light-skinned brother.
Look. It doesn't matter if you black, white, light, or dark, right? We're not gonna go there. What the matter of fact is that stay away from people who's from Florida, right? Because Florida be messing shit up. I'm just saying.
No, it's the broke women.
Florida thing.
That dude. I mean, he tried to fight the standard of what he did with the picture, but I'm sorry, dog, but no. He was better off with the mirror at this point. Just no.
Hey, SJ.
Yeah.
Can we also say that broke woman will make you bald?
Oh, absolutely, man. They.
Oh, because you stressed out?
Oh man,
I noticed that all my friends did with broke women. They
oh my god, this man said, "Look, you make you bald."
I'm glad I still got my hair.
Yeah, I
from
can't find a picture of him, but if I find it, I'll show it on the next show. I'm gonna dig it up.
So he's a light-skinned black man that drew him like this. I bet you he grew up with non-blacks, because this is ridiculous.
So okay, hold on, because this is what I'm getting so far, but I'm not getting like the actual. Because they gave me this. Well, I mean, so far what I'm looking at is look like it's him, but that's as far as I keep on finding. So I don't know if he's a popular. He's more likely not popular, but he's just someone that they known and talked to. So maybe that's why
I see a lot of articles giving them that smoke though, so they definitely going in on him. So yeah, he probably took his picture down. He probably like, shit, they ain't about to find me.
I can't even.
Yeah, he probably changed his name and everything. Like
my thing, like, why didn't they give it to the people who do the wax museums? They do a better job than
something's. They probably, you know how sometimes they want to get that local talent and stuff. So I think they maybe got somebody that was like local.
Okay,
it's like, nah, you get the best.
This is not the guy I'm looking at though. This may be someone else because this is a different name. You got a different name.
All right, I'm gonna dig into it. If I find it, we'll definitely put it up on the next one. But all right, y'all, we out of here. Peace.
All right, man. Later.